Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is a chart for the new moon, 19th of August 2020 at 3:41 British summer time. In other words, the wee hours of the morning. And it's in Leo. And here it is, the sun and moon in Leo. And I use the whole signs for the houses and the colour wheel. So here we have the yellow, the solar plexus energy. And this is where the sun belongs in the sign of Leo. It's the heart of the lion. Just think of the beautiful creature that the lion is, the pride of the lion, the beauty of the lion and the mane. So I want you to be inspired by the lion and notice the lion's energy is royal. It's the royal star Regulus that this sun and moon, new moon, are in. Regulus means actually the royals, and often royal people have the sign Leo. Princess Anne is an example there. Now, we've only just, on Monday, on the 17th, Mercury joined the sun, and Mercury is to do many things, messages, communication, but also students. And in the UK, we've had the horrendous exam results with algorithms, etc. And the leadership is the sun. And fortunately, they've done a turnaround. But at what cost to those young people? It's not going to go away quietly. Now, we have a grand trine in the energy of fire. So the moon, the sun, Mercury, all in a fire sign, and Mars at the top of this chart in Aries, its own sign, is also fire. The grand trine is to do with the nodes of the moon. And the south node, which is often the past, is actually bang on the Galactic Centre at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. So we are, of course, going through something that is much bigger than just our planet. We're going through the COVID-19, which is a global epidemic, or pandemic, should I say. Now, Mars in Aries is uber strong. It's its own sign. It's the pioneer energy, Aries. And notice the strength of this red line. That means very, very tight aspect to Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, those three that are travelling so close together at this time. Is the signature of 2020, is this combination of planets. Saturn is in its own sign of Capricorn. And Mars is very close now to challenging that. It's also challenged Jupiter, and that was the Beirut explosion. Horrendous worldwide, if but I can't describe it. It's so huge. And Jupiter is to do with things that are big. It's a huge planet. So it wasn't just a small explosion, it was a huge explosion. Mars and Saturn is very much the signature, I believe, of this new moon, albeit, of course, we still have the energy of Leo. Mars wants to go ahead. It wants to move ahead fast. Its drive, its sexuality, headstrong in the Aries, and because Mars is strong there, it can lead to the emotion, rashness, anger, assertiveness, the bully, going to get my own way, and it's going to be by force. Now, Saturn is the restraint. Saturn is grounded in its own sign. It's also very, very strong. We have planets at the moment in very powerful positions with each other in their signs. Saturn grounded, but also Mars wants to move ahead. Saturn says not so fast, sunshine, and Saturn can bring the groundedness that is needed at this time to act with thought, consideration, conservative with a capital, lowercase rather, C. Mars needs to push ahead, but it needs to be real. Colleague John Wordsworth says, Think of Dragon's Den in the UK. The entrepreneur comes in with his wonderful idea, and then he gets grilled, and we want to know the facts and the figures, or that expression, has it got legs? So Mars wants to goal set at this time, but take into account how practical is it? Has it got legs? That's what Saturn is saying. And Saturn takes 2.5 years to go through a sign. It will move back, it's retrograde, it will move back into another sign it belongs in, which is Aquarius later on. The retrograde planets are closest to the Earth, so they have more intensity, more strength in that regard. And Mars will be going retrograde in September. So it's activating this union of planets, shall we say, the stellium of planets in Capricorn again. Make plans, feel the creative energy of Leo. The sun will change sign in only 3.5 days, that's all. It takes 1 degree roughly a day to go through the zodiac. And therefore this week is a good week to go into your heart, the heart of the lion, to be inspired by that. Whatever ideas are coming to you at this time, where that can be, whichever way they're coming, through the communication, that is Mercury after all. And Neptune isn't very strong at this time, I'm just noticing it. It's in Pisces, a water sign. We're dominated by the fire and the earth energies at this moment. But also Neptune is in that little dotted line there, that's called a sextile. It connects us with Jupiter and Pluto both. Not so much Saturn. Neptune is dreams, but also illusion. But the sextile is a positive, very positive connection. We will have, Venus is now in the sign of Cancer. It's not a main player. It will, of course, be moving into Leo. As you know, this is the whole thing with astrology. Everything moves, nothing stays the same. The other important connection or aspect to talk about, all an aspect is a connection of two planets with each other. Are they good? Are they favourable? Or are they kind of irritated? And the moon, sun, the Leo energy is in a very difficult, and Mercury both, with Saturn. It's a letting go. That dotted green line is an inconjunct. Just think of that word. It's really hard to say. And it basically means letting go. At a new moon, we're planting seeds. The moon is invisible. We can't see it until we get the beautiful crescent moon. A wish list is an ideal thing to do at each new moon. What you would like to bring, to manifest in your life, and think bold, think creative Leo, wonderful Leo, playful energy, to come to fruition at the full moon. It's just like the seasons of the year. So if you think of the new moon, it's like the winter energy. Everything is quiet, everything is dormant, but everything is growing under the earth. And then, of course, it will burst into life. So each lunation, each new moon, full moon, back to new moon again, every monthly cycle is like the cycle of the seasons, of which, of course, we know. So to bear that in mind. But also, let go in preparation for the month ahead. And pretty soon, we will be entering the sign of Virgo. And so will Mercury. The messenger is happy in that sign. It likes the sign of Virgo. So that's something to look forward to. But at this moment, enjoy. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy your creativity and connect with your heart and your deepest desires. Thank you for watching. I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com.